Nick. There's no bird left. Two high-speed shafts was a bad idea right before the thing explodes. It's going to be great. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're here today with Andrew Gilligan and RJ and Matt, who I haven't met yet until today. But well, I mean,
You've been in the same room as him.
I met you briefly in the movie, but you guys were all really busy, so we didn't really get a chance to
yeah,
talk.
I was. Yeah, definitely not in the best mindset on that movie. I was like work mode 100%. But that's why the movie's so good, in my opinion.
Oh, thanks.
You know,
yeah, Cadillac and Lobster Fairy Tale.
Yeah, coming to a theater near you.
And we'll see.
Well, hopefully.
I know.
So yeah, I figured. So today we'll talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. I don't want this, even though that's what we're talking about today. I'm not trying to be like a Perez Hilton, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to talk about Hollywood drama and bullshit. But since people can like follow the trial and watch it and stream it live, I figured that it's something that's
you want to make this like an in-depth law commentary from four guys who
trying
don't
to join
have a
law
background in
too.
law.
Yep, never done anything legal.
No, neither have I.
No.
That's a weird way to say that. Not that I've never done anything legal. I've never.
I know what you meant.
I'm not a lawyer. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not a lawyer. I definitely everything I do is 100% legal. And but I figured it'd be interesting to listen to the first the one that we watched the other day. Just listen to like, some of the audio. And
Oh, yeah, I brought this up the other day.
and then kind of go from there.
After you fucking got physically violent with me, I texted Travis. I said, "Come up here," because I didn't want anything to happen.
I mean, yeah.
It's coming. What? Save me?
No, go ahead. Continue. You. Travis to the rescue.
No, that was the last one. You can go. You go. That was the last insult.
I don't think I've heard this one.
You called me a liar, and yet.
I watched you lie.
You called me a liar.
I watched you lie. I heard it. I was right there.
There's no what. You still haven't told me what lie it is. But yet, every single fucking time. You know you do this every single fucking time.
We'll talk to Travis.
I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
No,
fuck that. You go
fucking
jerk him off. I don't care. I really could care less. It's you every single time. You latch onto some sort of thing. When I already told you, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is. But run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And you
figured
in the
it
face.
out.
And you said, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then I
didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You didn't get punched. You got hit.
That
I'm
is
sorry
a
I
punch.
hit you like this. But I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was. But you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your toes?
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
That's the difference between me
poor
and you.
toes.
You're a fucking baby.
Because you start
You
physical
are
fights?
such a baby!
Because
Grow
you-
the fuck up,
Because you start
Johnny.
physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had to get the fuck out.
Jeez, there's the court case right there.
Right. So,
Jeez.
so Amber Heard back in 20. So the way that this got started, just to bring everybody kind of up to speed again, I'm not like an attorney or anything, but everything that we know so far. So Amber Heard brought. She wrote an op-ed after some physical disputes had happened. The thing that just came out today. Today is Monday. It's the 4th day of the trial. Okay. Last week we kind of figured out they had Johnny Depp's sister, who used to be his business manager. They had her give her testimony. Amber Heard filed apparently a restraining order, a no contact order, whatever, the day after Johnny Depp's mother died. The sister was like, yeah, maybe we could have that waited. That could have
That's
waited
pretty
a
bad
day.
timing.
Filed for divorce and had a restraining order the day after Johnny Depp's mother died. It's definitely come out, and it's clear now that Johnny Depp did have an issue with drugs and alcohol. There's no question about that.
I mean, that's
that's kind of
you can see it.
I mean,
but he looks good for his age, I think.
yeah. He's 35, and he look. I'm just kidding.
What?
No,
Is he
he's in his 50s.
60, right?
Yeah, I think maybe he's
almost,
60 now, but he's definitely late 50s, early 60s now. So the crazy thing is, every single person so far, there hasn't been okay, granted, right? So the way that a trial works is you have whoever's bringing charges goes first, and then the people defend themselves. So currently, it's still Johnny Depp's side. All of the witnesses that are coming to the stand as of right now are in defense of, they're on Johnny Depp's side, so they're not in defense of Amber Heard. So everybody's saying, like, including the doctors and stuff that were there to help him, like, detox, everybody's saying, I didn't see any marks on her. She never reported anything to me when it happened. One guy lived with them. He was, like, a friend of Johnny Depp's, and he's like, yeah, I was around them almost every day when they were at their homes.
Yeah,
like
the guy that lives, like,
bald guy?
rent-free in Johnny Depp's.
Yeah, the painter guy.
I heard about
So
that guy,
it's kind of interesting because as of right now, I'm Johnny Depp all day long, but at the same time, from an objective standpoint, I feel like it's kind of important to say that as of right now, nothing has come out that says that he's actually guilty of abusing her.
Yeah.
There's no evidence.
And the reason for this lawsuit, it's a defamation lawsuit, which we can kind of get into if you want to a little bit about. It's one thing if, like, I sue you for defamation because we're not public figures.
Yeah.
So you could defame me in a way that could hurt my business or whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. But when you're public figures, presidents, especially in American law, part of what we have here is, like, you're supposed to have free speech. You're supposed to be able to say whatever it is that you want to say. And if you're putting yourself out there in the public light, there's not a lot.
You got to be ready.
Yeah, you got to be ready for criticism.
Here's the thing, though, about her op-ed is she doesn't mention him by name in it, right?
Correct. However, publicly at the time, everything that she was talking about was like, that's when she filed the restraining order. That's when she filed for divorce. She was only with Johnny Depp, and there was no public knowledge of her being with anybody else.
Johnny Depp says she wasn't only with him.
Right. So these are the things that I kind of want to talk about, because it is still somewhat early in the trial.
Yeah.
But I want to know everybody else's thoughts on it. So.
I mean, I've only heard. You want to just kick it off? Well, all I've really seen from this is I've read some articles and I've heard the audio files.
Yeah.
And I heard the audio files like more than a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, how those were recorded, and like, because I'm wondering, like, can they be used in court? Because if they were recorded without someone's consent, which I'm assuming someone did, or unless something in there captured it, I feel like you can't use that. I don't know if that's a thing in court, but I feel like
no, it is 110%.
Which I'm wondering is maybe that's why, because I feel like you listen to that and it's very clear that.
Yeah, is that like Johnny Depp's phone voice memo?
She's she's gaslighting him the entire time.
Yeah,
she's like, you didn't get hurt.
Well,
it's like, how does she know?
And a lot of people that online and like TikTok and stuff right now, I'm seeing, like, I don't know, that she's kind of stuttering, and they're like, oh, she's like coming up with like plans, ideas in her head, like while that recording was going on. Like, what do I say? But like, I don't know. Like,
well, there's one that I heard. It wasn't that one where she literally says, "They'll never believe you. I'm a woman."
Yep, I've heard that one.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Yeah,
I mean, she literally just admitted she was punching him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
she's like, I'm hitting him. I don't remember what my hands.
I don't know what I did with my hands. It's like, but you do know.
She's physically,
So
you were not punched, Johnny. All right, let me show you what I did. You get over here. Let me show you.
I slapped you, but I did not punch you.
Right.
It's like,
Will Smith slap one, he gets canceled.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
he'll be back.
White
but
privilege in Hollywood. That's what
different.
it was.
Yeah.
No, but the fact that you just said that she said they'll never believe you, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I have heard
like,
that.
Come on.
You know what? Yeah. I will say though, one thing he does not have going for him is, have you seen them text messages with Paul Bettany?
No. Where
Bettany
he calls her
Vision?
whatever.
You might want to pull those up.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll see
Okay,
if I
so
can.
Paul,
What is
I'll
Vision
pull up
up
some
to?
stuff.
they're friends, but the FBI or whoever was investigating took his phone, went in.
Sure.
He wasn't happy about it. But there's no context. Paul Bettany's argument is there's no context to these messages. It's only like cut off certain portion of it, so you don't know what they said before or after it. But I mean, out of isolation, they don't look great. Yeah. You'll see.
I mean, it's clearly not a good relationship.
Yeah, but Paul Bettany's defending Depp in the trial.
I don't like Amber Heard. She seems like a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like I don't know. I think at this point, I don't know enough to like take a side. You know, it's still early runnings in the court, but
so I don't know. I don't know how like real this image is, but is this it?
This image isn't real, but those are the texts.
These are the texts where it says, let's burn Amber?
Yes, Johnny Depp says that.
Okay.
But, like, listen to Bettany says, I don't think we should burn her. She's delightful company and easy on the eye. Also, I'm not sure she's a witch. We could do drowning tests first. Thoughts? I feel like he's like...
P.S. I have a pool.
He's being like... He's almost like being like a... I think he's in a... Not a joking manner, but you know what I'm saying?
It's like dark humor.
They're like, we're in the olden time. She's a witch. We're going to like... Do you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't look great.
No. Yeah. Especially when Johnny says, let's drown her before we burn her. I just think like
Captain Jack.
You're
not good.
Yeah.
But Bettany does kind of respond with my thoughts entirely.
What is the context?
Yeah, like do you read this as like when you're with one of your friends and you're like, oh, I'm going to stab you? Or like, yeah.
Do you say that to your friends often?
Huh? No,
you
say that
I
to
mean,
me?
you do make jokes.
Because I actually want to stab you.
But this is different. They're talking about someone else. Which I guess
it's the same as this is the difference, right? This is the same as if I was texting RJ saying I want to stab Andrew.
Yeah.
Next time he's in the studio, we should stab. But I don't know, like again, legally, I don't know what that means for, like.
Well, they're using it because he's, or I don't know if they are actually.
Okay, in my opinion, from what I've seen court-wise, if they burnt her, right, physically lit her on fire, then these texts would come into play. Then it would be like now it's homicide with intent, premeditation. You were talking about doing it, and then you went and did it. That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
This is like you're just talking.
Yeah,
I think these messages were after she wrote the op-ed, so I think Depp was probably pissed off and like
dude.
That's why. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like the public eye right now is like, I don't know. A lot of people will. I don't know, like people. Obviously, Johnny Depp like has had his own issues like over the years. And stuff like that.
100%.
But I don't know. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know enough on it
yet.
What's
the public perception?
It seems like the majority are on his side.
Yeah. Well, now they are, but back in 2015, 2016, 2017, when this was all coming out,
they were quick to.
Everybody was real quick to believe the supposed victim at the time. Big PR thing. When that op-ed came out, the next day was the premiere of one of her movies that she was doing.
Probably the first
Aquaman.
Yeah. He's also come out, right? You were telling me the other day that Jason Momoa or something.
Well, there was a rumor that came out earlier that Jason Momoa and Amber Heard's chemistry on the new Aquaman was so bad they almost considered firing her.
Yeah.
I feel like listen.
Wait, who did she play in the first Aquaman?
Mira, his like girlfriend.
She played a fish.
Yeah,
okay.
She was one of the fish.
Oh, yeah.
She played
Dory.
She played the ship. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
She's not even that big though.
No, it's just
she's been looking like the Iron Maiden though in court. Holy Christ! Every day she comes in, she's wearing like insane, like totally covered up. Have you seen these images? This is insane, dude. These are insane. I'll pull them up right now.
She played the shit. Yeah. And Johnny Depp was the captain.
Yeah.
In those recordings,
Captain Jack.
In those recordings, tell me it's not like you're listening to some like brat scream.
No, it's very manipulative. Yeah.
But it's Captain Jack Sparrow. Is what I'm saying. Like, he's like, he's
but
very.
Like he's a very like I've seen videos and I've heard a lot of good things about him in public. Like he goes to like cancer patients, dresses up as Jack Sparrow.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
And I guess he has like social anxiety too. He's not good speaking in public settings too, which
kind of tell just from that small clip like.
Yeah, I think his stuttering is more of like his. That's just how he is. Yeah.
I mean, like he's had his issues.
They're both wearing full suits, basically. Like, look at this is.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they just need to. Yeah.
Captain Jack
in court.
Yeah, I don't know. They got together when he was 52 and she was 29. I mean, it's Johnny Depp. You can't really
Johnny
change.
Depp.
You know,
Captain Jack.
Who wouldn't? You know. Yeah. So. But like,
Get the scissor hands, you know.
hey, whatever.
Yeah.
What maybe? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
see what I did?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
see, but I don't know how deep I want to go with that.
Yeah, that's not good.
You could take it down
All
a
right.
road.
Yeah. Well, she cut his finger though, right? That was the whole thing.
Buddy cut off
Yeah.
the tip of his finger. Like one of his friends or his bodyguard or something had to bring the tip of the
Yeah.
finger to the hospital to get it sewn back on.
Terrible.
Well,
That's-
have you seen the
that's
interview? I don't know if it was Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel, one of
That's
them,
a reliable
where they
source.
asked
One of
him.
the Jimmys.
No, well, they ask him, "Oh, what happened to your finger?" And he like pauses for a moment, and like it's kind of sad. Like you could tell, like he's
Well, because you have to keep up
Yeah.
a public persona. This
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say.
exactly. Like,
You know, and that's it's weird.
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna? Oh, Amber Heard, you know her? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had
yeah,
a fight.
Like,
yeah.
you know.
It's insane. It's
it's crazy,
insane.
man.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the next like step? So here's what I want to know, right? Since we don't know everything yet, does something come out concrete that just makes it Johnny Depp's fault? Is that possible?
I don't know.
See, like that's the part where I don't know enough on it. You know, I'm not living.
No, I'm asking
yeah.
you, like, what do you think? Like, I don't know anything about what and the thing is, right? The only people that know what's going to come out in this trial right now are the people that are participating in the
In it,
trial.
Yeah.
All we know as the public right now is that Amber Heard said that she filed a police report that said he was sexually and physically abusive to her. At one point, supposedly, he grabbed her by the hair and was dragging her upstairs, and all of these crazy things. And then and that's from a police report that she filed. And then the police who were taking the police report were like, "When did this happen?" She's like, "Yesterday." But she had no damage to her at all.
And we've seen Johnny Depp's damage with the finger, and
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
take
Can't
off
deny
half your
that,
finger
yeah.
and then. But again, we don't know whether or not that was because of
Right.
her or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the reality is, at the end of the day, right? This is just a toxic relationship. It's
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
yeah,
Shouldn't be
not,
together.
Not good.
But what if he beat the shit out of her? I mean, like, what if something
don't
comes
know.
out?
No,
Yeah, you
I mean,
you
then
don't
yeah,
know.
but
You don't know.
I mean,
That would.
Listen,
then
I'm all
it
Team Johnny all
switches.
day
Yeah,
long.
yeah,
As
yeah.
everything that keeps coming out right now, all of the real evidence that keeps coming out
You have
kind
to
of
be on Johnny's
says
side,
that, like,
yeah.
this one who looks like Stalin's
jeez.
best friend there, it looks like she is a
She
manipulative, hiding, like,
she looks like
Secretive.
Scarlett Johansson in Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Thank
it
you.
looks like,
Thank
yeah, that
I
was
could see
that
it.
was pretty good actually.
Yeah,
more
that's
cheerful,
what
though,
that's what
yeah.
a lot of social media is saying right now too.
Yeah.
Like, look at her face.
Did they look
like
that
in
she
the
looks like
court?
ScarJo?
No. Like look at her face. Like
Yeah.
in the courtroom, she's like, what is she hiding? Like
So,
what
and this is the
like-
part of it that I feel, and not knocking what you're saying, but this is the part of it that I feel is very like celebrity gossip drama.
Yeah,
bullshit.
right.
That
Because
doesn't
it's like,
work in
what
the
kind of
court.
face is she supposed to have on?
Yeah, it's like she's in
right.
court.
She's
like,
not happy to be
Like
there.
what is
you
she
know?
supposed to smile? Like
Right,
yeah.
and she's the defendant.
Yeah.
So what is she supposed to do?
She just had to sit there and hear about what,
Everything that she's
Yeah.
done wrong. I think that it'll be interesting. I don't know if it's too early to tell.
It is early. I would
Here's
agree.
the biggest issue
Go.
for me
Go.
is this comes out, right? Aquaman 2 releases, or Aquaman 1 releases, Warner Brothers movie. Johnny Depp is in Fantastic Beasts 2, which came out around the same time. That releases, they fire him.
that movie
And they
bombed.
replace him with Mads Mikkelsen. She's still in Aquaman 2.
Yeah. Well, why would you fire the victim? You got to take it
Yeah.
from the perspective of the people. So this is why I don't think that it's weird because they're actors.
Yeah.
That's why it's a weird thing. Which is why it's cool to have you on the show, because like you're an actor, you know what I mean? So you have people that are more behind the scenes. You're a writer, you know what I mean? Writer, director. I think of myself as a producer, you know what I mean? So I deal a lot more with the paperwork side of things. I direct, don't get me wrong. I love being on set, working with actors and all that stuff. But like it's more like a your job type deal. Imagine if
Like-
you and your girlfriend got into a fight and then you get fired from your job because you and your girlfriend got into a fight.
Yeah.
What other industry is that ever going to happen in?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
God, they might not even know if you're working somewhere else. You know,
No, they
it
wouldn't.
doesn't stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why this is such a big deal, this lawsuit, because it is the only kind of public space where your personal life, when you go home, everybody always says, oh, I don't care what you do when you go home at night. You know what I mean? No problem. Except if you're an actor, now all your dirty laundry is spread out all over the world.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
What do you think? How would you feel if you were in a relationship with someone, you guys get into a fight, physical or just verbal, it gets leaked, there's something that goes on out there, and then you get a call from me, you're supposed to be in my next film. I'm like, yeah, I had a conversation with RJ, and we think we're going to let you go, thanks.
Yeah, I'd probably feel pretty shitty, and it would not be enjoyable, in my opinion.
That's the extent of how you'd feel? I'd flip the fuck out. I'd go crazy.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed, too. I'd probably come here and talk to you about why
you'd want to defend your name.
Why am I getting fired for something that's well, I don't know, because it's weird, because it's like, is that your business, or like, is that not your business? You know what I mean?
In what respect?
Like, if me and my girlfriend got in a fight and like all this stuff's like coming out, it's like, well, now it's your business.
Here's the
you know
reason
what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. If you guys, this is going on.
'Cause,
Everybody
like,
that's
to normal
testifying right now
people-
is talking about things that happened before there was any sort of op-ed or anything else. They're all talking about the fight that happened, like, or fights that happened well before.
Yeah, because like to normal
It was only
people,
after the op-ed that it all came out, and then everybody started getting fired from things. You know,
I mean, to normal people, like, say like I'm working in a kitchen, like if me and my girlfriend get in a fight, like, I'm still going in the next day and I'm cooking food, like, you know what I mean? But since like you're such a big actor, like Hollywood level, like it's just, then it becomes your business, and it's like, well, shit, what do I do? You know what I mean? And then like I don't know, I'd feel, I don't even know where I'd start. Like I'd probably have so many like crazy emotions like running through my head about like, what the fuck, why, but like
I'd be fucking furious. Because I try and like have different spheres of my life. So I have like my work life, I have like my social life, my friends, and then like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so like it sucks for him because like that's all in one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Worlds collide.
And everyone knows, all about it because
Yeah.
he's an actor, and every little fuck up he makes, everyone knows about it. So you got to be
Exactly.
squeaky clean.
That's the thing.
And people now too, this is like the headline era. So people won't read the article. They'll see the headline, Johnny Depp does guilty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd be fucking pissed
And it
if I
took
was
me
him.
5 seconds to uncover those audio messages.
Yeah. And it sucks too because this is like, how many years has this been?
7?
He probably, I mean,
Been a while.
Well,
since
the
it
reason this is in
actually
court
happened.
now, I mean, you have COVID, you have everything. He
Yeah.
brought the defamation suit, I'm sure, a couple of years ago, and then this just comes out now because it's the dockets. It takes time to bring the cases
Yeah,
through.
exactly. It's
But at the same time, here's the deal, right? You like to be squeaky clean, not to make the whole show now about Will Smith.
Yeah.
But that was the thing that he was doing for the longest time, and he did it really well.
Yeah.
His public perception was completely
everyone
different.
loves the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
How could you not love Will
great.
Smith? I think that there is something to be said about the drama aspect of it. Like, it can, in some cases, right or wrong or indifferent, doesn't matter. It can further or hinder someone else's career. And it's not the way I like to approach things. You don't want to step on people to make yourself look better, but people do it. I mean, there's evil people out there who do this shit all the time.
Yeah.
But Will Smith was really, really good at kind of masking and trying to cover up anything negative, whether it was about his kids or his relationship with Jada, any of that
Jada
stuff.
filming him in his house, like,
I saw that video.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
like,
resurfaced now.
Like, this is my home, like
I'm standing here in my
It's
house,
my
and my social
relaxed
media
time,
presence. At the time, he definitely had like a lull or a dip in his career.
Yeah.
And so at the time, his reasoning for being upset like that was, at least in my opinion, from what I saw, is he's like, my social media presence right now is my bread and butter. Like that's kind of the only reason we
It's like
have the
YouTube
house that
channel.
you're standing in right
keeps
now.
me going.
Yeah.
And
for real.
I feel like I've heard Mark Wahlberg's the same way. He's all about like his his online perception.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is super important today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, I mean, he
have-
does like whenever he goes to church, he'll like post a video of like, oh, just got my ashes, like stuff like that.
yeah.
Right, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is we view him the way he wants us to
Yeah,
view him.
exactly. Yes.
That's Instagram.
Whatever
man.
dirty laundry there is about people like Mark Wahlberg or other people that keep their private lives separate, we don't know any of it.
We see what
Yeah.
they want us to see.
Right, and I would say, like, part of me wants to say, okay, well, maybe they don't have any dirty laundry. That's bullshit. Everybody has dirty laundry. I have dirty laundry. I get into fights with people, not physical fights, but I get mad and pissed off at people all the time. I don't want that stuff getting out there in public.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's like, that's the thing too. Like when you're on that level, like your whole life is seen, So like when you step in your home and take your shoes off, like you're like, like it's like that.
Yeah.
When you step out of your house, there's cameras on your face immediately, flashes, Will, tell us this, tell us that, and it's like the end of the day, like, they're people too, and, you know, like, just because they're in movies doesn't make them, like, better than, like, the normal person. Like, like,
I also think
you know
it doesn't
what I
make
mean,
them any.
like-
This is the caveat or the devil's advocate here, but goes along with what you're saying. I don't think it makes them worse than anybody else either.
yeah,
though.
exactly, yeah.
I think there's a huge. Every time something public happens, everybody's so quick to be like, "Wow, what an asshole!" Whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, you never been in a fight with your girlfriend before?
Exactly.
No, for real.
It's like I feel like if two actors were to have a bar fight, you know,
Yeah.
just like a simple bar fight, headlines, oh, fuck Johnny Depp, you know, like shit like that. But like,
yeah. But if you're at a bar and you see a bar fight happening with two people you don't know anything about, you go, wow,
The cops
somebody had too
come-
much to drink.
yeah,
Be
exactly.
a rough
And
night
the
for them,
cops come,
huh?
They're like, all right, guys, go
Break
home.
it up, you know?
Tomorrow's the next day. You're waking up at 8 and you're on the job site. Like it's the same. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Like,
Yeah,
hopefully, but
You know, but even if
Yeah.
it's not, you talk to your boss, you move
yeah,
on.
exactly.
You move on with your life.
Yeah,
No, you're not allowed to fuck up if you're in the public eye.
You
Yeah,
can't.
you
You can't
can't.
fuck up ever.
As if
like
everyone else is
everything,
perfect.
like
Right.
everything, fucking matters. You know, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know. It's a hard, like it has to be a hard way to live. Like
No shit.
it's not easy, and I don't know. I feel like people need to like loosen up on celebs a little bit with what.
So,
they
let's
like.
devil's advocate it again, because it's like there's so many different sides to this coin.
Yeah,
So the other side of it is, yeah, but it's no one's obligated to be an actor.
yeah,
Number one. Number two, like they could go out and get any job. You could go work at
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts if you want to. Who
Yeah.
wants to do that? Nobody. I'm just saying. Not that Dunkin' Donuts is bad, but like if you're making millions, you don't want to go make minimum wage somewhere, right? So if that's the but you're making millions of dollars here,
Yeah.
Comes with the territory.
right?
I will say though, as much
Go.
as it does come with the territory, there are examples of people who have avoided it, like the public eye, as much as you can as an actor.
Like Sandra Bullock.
Like, yeah,
I don't know what she's doing, but
Yeah, nobody does. She hadn't had a movie in years.
it's great. Though.
Hey, she
I
was
know
just in a movie with
she just
Channing
came
Tatum.
out
What
with
do
a
you mean?
movie, Channing Tatum.
Blind.
The Blind Side too. Yeah. No.
It's a mix.
Is it really a blind side
Yeah,
too?
it's a mix between like Bird Box and like a bunch of
Sandra
other
Bullock.
Just a bunch of
Every
football
single-
players running around with stuff over their faces. They can't see
Yeah.
anything. That's funny. Masked football players.
But like I know he's retired now, but Daniel Day-Lewis, one of the greatest actors ever during his career, I feel like you'd never know what he was doing.
Yeah, he goes to work and that's it. Obviously, with
Yeah.
older actors, it's definitely something that.
But I
is
think
less,
when you adopt the social media and stuff, that exposure is gonna, you know what I'm saying? You can do things to
Exactly.
lessen it.
That's definitely a thing too, like new technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back then, like you know,
Like
not
Amber
a lot of
Heard.
drama
Yeah.
around Timothy Chalamet either.
I like shit.
Oh, I've heard some things.
I've heard some things, but he doesn't have any social media.
yeah.
That's good.
Right.
Oh, he does. He does.
No, he does not. He's on.
might
He
have
gets
an Instagram.
posted.
He has Instagram.
It's him
That he doesn't
verified, whatever,
control.
or is it a fan thing or whatever it is?
I don't know.
I would
Pretty
check that.
sure-
I've
I'm
heard that
pretty
he's been.
sure
He
it's
does not have a social. Please look it up.
I don't know if it was him, but I liked a post by something T. Chalamet this morning. So I don't
I'm not saying that there aren't pictures. I'm not saying that there aren't pictures of him on
know.
Instagram.
I know. Is it?
I'm
his
saying
with the
I don't think
verified?
he
Yeah.
has an Instagram. I
Those
don't
are
think
tradies.
everybody. I don't know. I think it's greed.
No, he doesn't have an Instagram.
I think it's greed. I think people they want more money, whether it's through being an influencer or being a whatever. They
Sponsorship.
want more fame.
The attention.
Right. And so someone like Daniel Day-Lewis, who
the clothes.
literally becomes any character that like he becomes the
That
character.
dude's unreal.
If you, I don't know if you're into history at all, but if you've seen the Lincoln film, like that, it might as well be a documentary about Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think he really cares one way or the other about social media.
Yeah.
I mean, he lives in the North End, I guess.
He has a place that his
Yeah.
kid goes to school
Yeah.
in that area,
Oh,
right?
yeah, no.
Yeah, Pat at Monica says he comes in all the time.
That's awesome. I mean, Tuukka Rask.
Yeah, that's another. The kid from Stranger
Shout out
Things.
to Monica's. Go ahead.
The
I love
kid
Monica.
from Noah.
Calvin.
No, oh,
I think it's Noah Schnapp. Yeah,
Noah
he's
Schnapp.
going to college, and it's like you look at stuff like that, and like that's awesome. You know, like just because he's famous and he's in this series Stranger Things
Right.
that blew up. You know, like he still wants to live his life and like
Yeah.
get a degree and stuff. And it's like at the end of the day, like they're normal people too. You know, and like I don't know.
Definitely.
it's an interesting topic. And it's just,
I don't disagree. So where do we go from here? Where does the trial go? Where does everything go with the Johnny Depp thing? Does he win this one? He already lost a case in England.
which was like a
I don't
libel
know.
case.
I
Yeah.
hope he.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was another one.
I honestly hope he wins this one, just because like I don't know. Like, the guy's been through a lot, like, obviously, through the years and stuff. And
is it important to establish that we're not, like, against the Me Too movement or anything like that? Like, obviously, people who get that's the whole point. But that's when all of this stuff came out. Like, and it sucks to say, and this is why I'm like, oh, it's really early on in the trial, like, we don't know what's going on. But because we really don't. There could be some really crazy video security camera footage evidence of him dragging her up the stairs, and then I would totally change my opinion. But as of right now, all the stuff that is out there and all the stuff that is coming out there, she kind of wanted to. It's even, to me, it's even worse. If you pretend to be a victim, it diminishes everything that happened with the real victims.
Yeah, like Jesse, what's his name, Smollett?
Oh my God!
Like,
what a shit showcase that was.
I mean, that's the worst thing you can do is pretend to be.
I am not suicidal.
Then, like, all those people who actually are victims, it's like...
Yeah, it's disrespect.
You know what I mean?
Then how do they feel, you know? And it's like, and then that draws back to the attention part. It's like, oh my God, well, him, like, his standard, and he's saying that, like, what am I, you know? And
for real,
I don't know. It's a crazy thing. I'll definitely keep updated on it, though, because I want to know what happens with this.
I'm more interested in that.
If I'm in Vegas, though, you're betting on her. Based on what's happened already.
That, to me, is a fucking problem. I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah. I'm saying that's a problem that's the mentality. You know what I mean?
That's right there. And that's what people are thinking out there right now.
Because even I'm sitting here saying that I'm on Johnny Depp's whatever, blah, 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 but something could come out to change my mind.
Yeah, if you see something concrete, you'll be like, you know, but...
Because we don't know. But my point, though, is the general populace is like, yeah, but she's a woman. Like, what if he beat the shit out of her? Like, I don't know. I think that, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, there's always going to be a what if with this stuff.
Of course there is. But,
that's
like,
all about the evidence.
The problem is when you dig down deep and you go with your gut, you kind of have to go with Amber a little bit. Like, oh, what happened? Yeah. I think that's fucked. That's the state of the, you know, the place that we're in right now is people or whatever, as a country, whatever you want to call it.
I feel like our society, like, we've kind of moved to, like, guilty until proven innocent now. Versus the other way around.
Go for it.
And man, I just think like that's just the worst mentality to have, because then that way anyone can just say anything and just take it for face value.
And especially with all the social media and stuff, like there's people out there that could like literally edit a whole video with Johnny Depp's face on it.
Oh, with the deep fakes.
And they're like, oh my God, look at Johnny Depp. Like, and it's like, is that Johnny Depp though? Like, you know, and then there's comments, oh my God, Amber all the way, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, like all this stuff. And
it's insane.
You don't know.
And it becomes, and that's just like technology and society today and all that.
It's the patriarchy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't know, dude. I think it's all bullshit. It's crazy. The whole thing is a bunch of crap. I think it's a little embarrassing for them. I'm sure that we have to be that it's even the subject of all of this coverage. You know what I mean?
But in all reality, though, think about what we're doing right now.
Go.
Why is it our business about their? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like this comes back to it's like we shouldn't even have to talk about. We shouldn't know about this.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Why
it's
are we
the
talking
only industry
about,
where we would find this out anyway.
Exactly, and it's the same thing. If you're in this court case, no one gives. Not that like.
No, I know what you mean.
But
no one
knows
no
what
one
the
gives
domestic abuse case going on
like,
down the street.
Your face isn't all over Instagram and TikTok about like, oh, RJ's piece of shit, RJ. Like, you know, like
rapist. You know what I mean?
You know, like, and then how does that make you feel? You know, like you got to put yourself in them shoes, like, you know, and it's
in them shoes.
And their shoes, whatever. I meant to say there. It just kind of came out, and it was like,
I hear you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
forgiven.
Go ahead. No,
I'll rip it. I'll rip the apart, kid. I'll go for it. I have no problem.
Yeah.
But that's I guess that's my whole point, right? Is that like that we don't know what their day-to-day lives are like or why they have to do things the way that they do. I don't know. I think it would kind of suck. Johnny Depp's a great actor. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
It would just kind of suck. It's kind of like one of those don't meet your heroes kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like Captain Jack Sparrow's a fraud. Like, you know, like, you know, and it's just like
it would just suck like, so bad. At the same time, based on what has come out about, like anything that's come out about the personal side of things, anything real, those recordings as an example, it's all, she's a total bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know,
From that,
she's horrible.
Yeah, man.
You know? At the same time, I'm sure he gets pissed. I'm sure there was some yelling and screaming and whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
think it's a bummer how like this stuff just like happens and pops up, and then everyone has just multiple different sides to it and stories, and just
it's just kind of high school to me.
Yeah, it's literally high school drama, and it's like
that sounded like a high school fight, like the one. We
really.
to.
Like there's 40-year-olds behind the screen that like comment like, and it's like, all right, like.
Everybody's a fucking keyboard hero.
I know, and it's like,
that's what it is.
Do you really care? Like, do you really care that much? It's like just let them live their life. Like, you know, it's like.
All right. Well, here's the problem though. I'm speaking from a business standpoint, a movie business standpoint. When you are an executive producer, or when it's your money on the line and you're trying to hire actors and stuff, those comments actually do matter. Yeah. Because if you're not going to go see a movie that I make because Andrew's in the movie, you're not hired, kid. Yeah. Well, I'll see you in the next next film. Maybe if you clear up your stuff.
Yeah, but like here's this: Johnny Depp wins this case.
Yep.
Next movie he's in, like how much was that making in the box office? You know, like that.
I don't know if that necessarily matters.
Touch him? I feel like they would wait.
But
so
like,
you could give it time.
He's not going to get hired just because he
wins
a case.
No, obviously, but like that's besides the point. But, like, what's that take? Like, what do you think?
But I think that's kind of the problem. He still has to put out good work.
Yeah.
So like, if he does get hired again, and let's say the movie is a total flop. Right? Let's say it's a shit movie, but he got hired because he won his case. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. That still sucks. I think the defamation suit's only for like $7 million. Yeah. Which
is lost way more than that.
He's supposedly when he called his lawyer or whatever, called somebody to start this whole thing, he was like $100 million in debt. You know? Which is,
I mean, between Pirates in the Caribbean and Fantastic Beasts, those are huge.
He got dropped from the fifth. I mean, that's crazy. Pirates of the Caribbean to date, supposedly around this whatever it is, like this. It's the franchise has grossed $12 billion for Disney.
Yeah,
he is that franchise.
No, he is.
If there's no Jack Sparrow, there's no Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the face of that franchise for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're done. You fire Johnny Depp, you don't have a franchise anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I think that's kind of the stuff that makes it such a big portion of day to day. Like, I'm not going to go see a Pirates of the Caribbean movie if Johnny Depp's not in it.
No,
oh, hell no.
Especially after this. But there are a lot of people who are like, I'm not seeing Aquaman 2 because of her.
It's fucked up.
What'd you say?
We're seeing Doctor Strange in IMAX at $21.
Oh, it's bad. They're not.
So IMAX has always been a little bit more expensive, though.
Yeah.
But did you see what happened with the Batman? AMC was the first. Batman was the first movie where they admitted that they're charging more for blockbusters.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Well, awkward silence there. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I don't know. That's what they came out and said. So they have like dynamic pricing now, but depending on the movie.
So expensive.
See, that's like,
how about all of the streaming
and then you
services?
Get a Snickers bar for like $10. Like,
right.
You don't sneak in your candy?
No,
buddy, I haven't paid for candy at the movie.
Put like a steak dinner, and then
to be fair though, that's really all. That's the only way the movies make money is the food.
Fork and one sleeve knife, and the other.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't make any money from the actual movie. The movie theaters. They make money from the food.
So and this can be a whole other podcast that we could go into, like why these prices are so high. But part of it is because they capitulate to China.
That's
it goes back on the movie makers themselves in terms of these big studios paying these actors.
It's not even that, buddy. You don't make any money unless you're worldwide. If you don't send your movie to China or India or wherever, you're not going to have any sort of profit on the film.
Right.
You cannot.
Did you see what they did with
Harry Potter movie?
Oh my god!
The two lines.
How insane is that?
Just for the Chinese market.
Well, have you seen the post
in India?
And then
Secrets of Dumbledore. Or whatever.
Yeah, the secret. Just so everybody knows. Sorry to ruin the film. Not that I've seen it, but the secret's that he's gay. Except in China and India. Yeah. How do you take some? This is why a lot of these authors are not letting people go and make their books into movies because they're fucking changing everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Black Panther poster in China?
Oh, it's bad.
Look that up.
No.
It's bad.
And then look up the Force Awakens one. Watch what they do to it.
Yeah, it's not good,
really?
man.
Yeah.
It's fucked. It's pretty fucked up.
China. But here's the thing, and we could go into a whole nother thing with China, but like we're so like they have us by the balls so much that I mean, listen, like, you know, the government's, you know, all about like, you know, equal rights, all this stuff. And then they, you know, Hollywood does something like this just to please China.
Which one am I looking at?
The first one on the left. See, so the right one is the American poster and the left, what's the difference?
With the mask on?
Yeah.
Why? Because he's a black guy?
Yes. And now look up the Force Awakens.
But I thought America was a racist country. Yeah. I thought we were the most racist in the whole world.
Look at the Force Awakens one. This is even worse, right on the
this
middle.
One right here?
Yep.
They literally cut
look on the right.
Wait, so which one are we?
Oh,
which one are they?
The left one
Finn
is America.
is not even in it. John
Finn.
Boyega.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
and then they just cut him
They
out.
just put a TIE fighter in.
I mean, how fucked up is that?
So like, why? I could, to be honest with you, I mean, I could understand if they didn't want it. If there's not a lot of Asian representation in either of these films, but why would they only cut the black guy out? Like, why are they not? I don't get it. Like, what? I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean,
That's crazy.
in The Last Jedi, you have Rose, who terrible character, but was Asian American actress.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm saying yes. I don't disagree with you, but they're not going to. China's not going to be racist toward Asian people, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
So like, why if nobody looks like your own race, but you're going to be racist, why not cut everybody out who doesn't look like your own race?
Right.
Why is it only the black people?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's a China thing. I don't know.
I never knew this.
Yeah.
I know when you showed me.
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was
I
a
was
joke.
shocked.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like that's.
And then you look at.
I feel like the Last Jedi one is more shocking than the Black Panther.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that
that
one's
one's
wor- they
worse.
cut him out
took him in
completely.
completely.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
It looks like, honestly, it looks like half the poster's done. Like
Right.
it doesn't
I
even look
know,
like the
yeah.
full. Like it looks
Yeah.
like.
Well, they changed it too. Is like that's a different Kylo Ren. They did a lot of changes to it. It
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, but this looks undone. It looks
yeah,
like they
no.
merged two
these.
posters together.
Well, this is another argument. The sequel trilogy poster's terrible. Look at that. They just put that in
Yeah, I don't know.
Photoshop.
Ever since George Lucas just kind of cut his nutsack off and gave it to Disney, the whole
Kathleen
franchise has
Kennedy.
been kind of terrible.
Yeah, well,
to be honest.
to-
Oh,
he
we
got
could, we
fucked
could spend
over,
hours
though.
on that.
we should. I'll do a whole
He was
series
suppo-
on Star Wars.
He was supposed to be
Yeah.
the creative
Next time, okay.
director of these new movies in
Yeah,
Catholic.
and J.K. Rowling was supposed to be the creative director of the shit that she wrote. So
yeah,
She's
but
a
she's
terrible
writing
screenwriter.
these movies
She's
now, and they're terrible.
She's a bad screenwriter.
She writes the screenplays of the Fantastic Beasts, and it shows. She got to stick to the young adult novels.
I think it's
What's the
that?
thing? It goes.
She's gotta
it go-
stick to the
yeah,
novels.
it goes back to like Star Wars. It's like
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean's nothing without like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, but Harry Potter's nothing without J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
That's
that she.
true.
It's actually nothing. Like it's
No,
literally
it, would,
not
it
even a
wouldn't
thing.
exist.
Right,
Yeah.
literally.
It's not like it would
Yeah.
suck. Like
Well,
parts
neither
of
would
it, like, it
Star
wouldn't
Wars,
exist.
yeah.
And I don't know if you guys did you watch all the Harry Potters? Like, did
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Of course.
when
I just
yeah, yeah.
rewatched them.
Okay.
I did not.
Dope franchise.
That's great.
If you haven't seen them, you got to see them. It's a fantastic. You got to see them.
Wizard of
Good
World,
adaptations.
you know?
They're like, yeah, very good adaptations
All
from
Lord of the
original
Rings.
books.
No
the
misses
best.
either. Like none of them suck. Like the Harry Potter
No.
movies.
Yeah, no, you can really start anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, you should, if you haven't seen
Yeah.
any of them, you should watch all of them.
Yeah,
But then after you've seen all of them and you want to go back and watch one, you can't. You don't
they're
have to be
good.
like, oh, I got it 1 through
Yeah.
7. Here we go.
Yeah.
You could start at number 4. You know what I mean? What a crazy! She spent 5 years developing. We've totally gotten off topic for the Johnny Depp thing, but she spent 5
It's
years
somewhat
developing
connected.
all of these different like the spells, the potions, the
No, it's
world that they
very
live in.
intricate.
Well, she wrote it out of her car.
Right,
She was
right,
like
but she was, I'm
homeless,
saying,
right?
like,
Yeah.
okay, but she spent 5 years developing a world that didn't exist, and then she wrote the first book.
That's what Tolkien did with Lord of the
That's
Rings. He wrote an
It's
entire
insane.
language.
That's talent.
Yeah.
That's talent, man.
I mean, you have to be a little
That's
tapped to do
crazy.
some shit.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being homeless. You're like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make a story about a child wizard.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
real.
I know.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
be my. I'd be like my
Yeah, and
last
it goes
thought.
back to like
Right.
Jim
I'd be
Carrey.
like,
and,
let me go make a-
living in his car, and then like
But he's an actor, though. It's
Yeah.
different. You
Yeah.
can always go and do auditions. This person has, like, what if it wasn't successful? What if Harry Potter sucked?
yeah.
You know?
You get confidence, man.
Have you ever seen the Jim Carrey interview on the
Oh, jeez. You're gonna bring
at the fashion show?
We watched it
Can we
last
watch that?
On
100%. Absolutely.
On what?
I think that'll be a good. I
This
think
is
it's
something-
Jim Carrey is a woke dude.
weekend. Dr.
No,
Eggman.
but this was before. He had a period in between, like now and like
It's like
when
3
he
years.
it was original Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
and he went off the rails. You got to watch
It's
this
a painter.
interview.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
like the.
Hey, have you seen that little documentary? The
Yeah.
one that I,
Yeah.
You've seen
I
like
needed
the Kimmel
color.
stuff?
Hey, we just saw Sonic 2.
Solid.
Really?
know?
It was a fun
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
A lot of kids.
Dude,
found
he's
it.
like done.
This is the one
one.
you're talking about,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Terrible.
All right,
kids in that movie.
we can watch this. Let's
Oh, I think
just
I've
make
seen
sure
this.
that
You've
they
seen the
know.
Kimmel? You seen the one on Kimmel
Oh yeah,
too?
yeah. When he does the, like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting
Yeah.
guy.
Okay,
I
he's,
think. Listen, we're talking about the guy who was like Johnny Depp's a big actor. Okay, this guy in the '90s,
Truman Show.
Jim Carrey was the world's highest paid actor.
Yeah.
Was Jim Carrey in the '90s. After The Mask, after all that stuff,
Bruce
you
Almighty.
couldn't touch him. And I think there is something to be said about being kind of knocked off the pedestal, whether it's in like let's say like take it back to being a kid, like if you're in your friend group and the new cool kid comes in,
oh yeah,
and then you were the leader or whatever of your group, and now all your friends want to be friends with this new guy, you feel like you're kind of getting left behind.
Yeah.
Now take it onto a thing where you're getting, in the 90s, you're getting paid $14 million per picture baseline,
right?
And then
The Riddler.
you
Falls
kind of
off.
just go off, you know what I mean?
But-
The Riddler. Yeah. But like,
He's coming back.
he's definitely coming back.
And he's like
100%.
recharged.
Dr.
Well, now
Eggman.
actually just said he retired.
Well, yeah, he wants to retire.
Yeah, they all do. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
we'll see, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins retired in 19.
The only one who I believe is Daniel Day-Lewis, probably, if anybody actually.
I feel like if the right script comes their way,
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
you know what I mean.
He's still reading scripts. I don't think he stopped.
Well, it's a passion thing. It's all
It's like
about,
Tarantino. I'm sure, yeah, you're going to stop making movies.
he's a weirdo though. Like I
He
feel
likes
like
feet.
he does.
He
like
does.
feet.
We'll do
There's a
another
whole-
podcast
I know.
on that.
Like
Kill Bill.
everything we bring up though is like, oh my
There's
god, I
another
want to do a
pod.
whole other show
we
about
could
this.
yeah.
You know?
want to dive into it.
All right, let's watch this.
Let's watch this.
We'll,
This
and
is
then
great.
We'll
Always
clear.
gives
It's only
me a
2
laugh.
minutes, and then we'll clear up with Johnny Depp,
Jim
and then we'll be
Carrey.
out.
Yes.
What?
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're
I
celebrating.
mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off.
Oh my
I believe that
god.
it's deeper than that.
Wait till he
I
says.
believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't
that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed
Who
up.
did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
Yeah,
We're
and
not
then you
here.
lose
This is a
me.
dream.
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
What's a
Fuck.
So what's
tetrahedron?
happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of
the
this is
key.
real?
Nope.
No, it's
So
China's.
yours
We
passed
don't matter.
through.
We don't matter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
All right, go.
I
Speak
don't know.
on
Was
it
it a
go.
bit or was he?
That poor girl.
I think he was just in a bad place in this little period here.
I think he was having a fucking mental breakdown.
No, because he was touring too. He wrote a book and he came like to Medford or something and like toured it. Like his whole like it's almost like a philosophical stuff like that. We're all floating tetrahedrons.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
just ball of
Yeah,
energy.
matter.
I think he had a moment.
Ironically, I feel like the first part of what he was saying is 100%
Oh no! Oh
true.
yeah!
Yeah.
No, yes.
Everything he was like, this is totally meaningless. It's a bunch of millionaires getting together to celebrate being millionaires. That's what it is.
Right?
For real.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah, it's
Oscars
like-
is. That's why nobody was
You see
watching the
that thing-
Oscars
Yeah.
until Will Smith
you
slapped
see
Chris
the
Rock.
you see the thing on like David Dobrik or like they were like meeting Jim Carrey on like Sonic 2 when he was like doing a premiere or some shit. And he's like, "You like my shoes? Like I got them at a dumpster at the Grammys." And like they were like, and he was like, "Really?" And he was like, "No, like it's a joke. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?" And it's like,
But I think that's kind of like his point too. in
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
he loses me at the end. He goes a little
Slightly
nutty,
off.
slightly
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
You got to be a little off to be a good actor, in my opinion.
No,
I don't know. I think he's talking about like conspiracy theories at like that point. You know?
I think he's talking on like a metaphysical level. Like I think it's.
I think I know what he's like saying, but like, I don't know.
I get where he's going with it. I
Yeah.
think he goes off the deep end, and then it totally makes me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's definitely a way that kind of Johnny Depp is too. When I think of
a little wacky.
yeah, he's a little wacky, dude.
But to be a great actor, like you said, you got to be a little off. Some of the
Right.
characters they play, like
Yeah, he's like, how does that affect you?
I like
you
his
know?
Charlie
Like,
in the Factory movie, Chocolate Factory.
I feel like
Johnny
that was
Depp.
him just being him.
I couldn't believe that was him.
Jack, you know.
definitely Captain. Okay, Jack Sparrow is a dope character.
Yeah.
That's his best.
Yeah, again,
performance.
and then yeah, like
But you
that's
still
the
haven't
thing.
seen Blow though.
No,
Okay, so don't talk to me about what his best performance is, kid.
nah, it's got to be
Donnie
Jack.
Brasco. You know, it's a good movie.
Donnie Brasco
Got nominated for an
Good
Oscar.
movie. Good
Got nominated
movie.
for an Oscar.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the thing. Also,
Yeah,
like,
but and you know what? The whole blockbuster genre as like a thing was like dying and totally reinvigorated by Pirates of the Caribbean.
They don't make movies like that anymore. Just pure like adventure. That's a great
like
trilogy.
epic trilogies
I think
like
that's
that.
aged really well.
yeah.
And if they do, it's a remake or it's
Yes.
a total
Like
stealing
Uncharted,
of something
adapt,
else.
yeah.
It's bullshit.
That's the thing
dude.
too. Like these people, like they're in movies and stuff, but like, you know, like some of that shit can fuck you up. Like, you know, like playing like
takes a toll.
Black Mass, like playing Whitey Bulger is not easy. You know, like
Forgot about that one.
yeah, you're faking it, but like you're taking a knife to someone's head. Like, you know, like that shit's serious. Like and like
here's
post
the thing.
production, like you're fucked up from that. You know, like
But and you know this too from acting on set.
Yeah.
When it's one thing to hold a fake knife to somebody's head,
yeah.
but if you do a bad job,
Yeah.
everybody around the world who watches it
Yeah.
knows that you're holding a fake knife to somebody
Yeah,
else's
exactly.
head.
Yeah.
You gotta be real.
When you
like,
leave
and
the
it's like-
theater, I mean, think about like Wolf of Wall Street. I know it's not Johnny Depp. I'm just saying. You know how many people I know that went in to watch Wolf of Wall Street as a drug dealer and walked out saying, "How do I get my Series 7 so I can sell stocks?"
Yeah.
Like you literally change lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's the
if
shit.
if you do a good
Power of the
job in a
movies.
movie,
Power of the movies.
it's a crazy powerful medium.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
Yeah, like it's not like you're faking it, but like yeah, you're still throwing a body off a bridge in a bag. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, definitely. I hear you.
it's like you I don't know, like that shit would fuck me up.
I mean, look at
not
Heath
gonna
Ledger.
lie.
I don't subscribe to the whole. Like, I feel like that's a convoluted narrative when they're like, "Oh, Heath Ledger like killed himself because of the Joker." But like, still, like, imagine dedicating yourself
Yeah,
to a
like
role
dude,
like that.
takes a
Joaquin
toll.
people say
Phoenix.
like that's
Takes
the
a
best
toll.
acting performance ever. Like there's people out there that say
Look
that.
at Christian
and it's-
Bale.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
The
Oh, the
changing his
mechanic.
weight,
His
just
body,
in
like,
general.
Yeah, man.
That's
There's a great
like,
video
Vice.
where it shows all the. I'll put all the
Yeah.
pictures up, all the different Christian Bales. I'll put them up at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, like that's
It's incredible,
Like, these
the stuff that
people,
this guy
like,
puts himself through.
devote themselves
real.
like fully to whatever it is they're doing. Like
McConaughey.
yeah, lose
Jared
40
Leto.
pounds like in 2 weeks. Like you know what I mean? It's like you're like what?
Yeah, okay, hold on though. It's lose
Yeah.
40 pounds in 2 weeks, and I'll give you $60 million. How's
Yeah,
that sound?
And some
okay,
steroids.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. Yeah. If you gotta bulk
Yeah.
up real quick,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that I think it's at the end of the day, my final verdict on this Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing is just that it's really sad.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it
fine.
kind
would
of
agree with
sucks.
that.
I think
It's
I think it's
definitely.
sad
I
and
want
it
to hear
sucks
all the
to see.
drama. I want.
How much longer does this go on for?
Well, so they're still in Johnny Depp's part, and then you mean the podcast? Or you mean the trial?
No, the trial.
Kidding. The what's it called? The trial. They're still in the prosecution side, and then they're going to go to the defense side, and then the jury kind of deliberates. I think it's weird. It's a weird thing because it's not like the state versus Amber Heard or whatever. It's Johnny Depp, but they still have the jury. And
Yeah, that is weird.
it's just a weird. The whole thing is a weird,
Sad. Yeah.
But I started watching a little bit this morning. Johnny Depp looked good in court. He looked better. Definitely, I think they took the weekend and listened to everybody that was talking about, E! News and Access Hollywood and everybody else. And I feel like they were like, okay, we got to change this up a little bit. Because when they were talking about some really rough shit, especially with like Johnny Depp's drug addiction and all that stuff, the camera would cut to Johnny Depp and he's like playing with a pencil and like just kind of trying to avoid having to deal with reliving those.
That, yeah.
Right.
But from the jury perspective, if he is beating up Amber Heard,
Yeah, that's not great.
and you look like you don't give a fuck while they're talking about all this stuff. I don't know. It's a weird thing. How do you? I don't know.
You got to
It's
take
weird.
everything into account.
I know.
It's a
I think
lot
it's
of movie
bizarre.
releases.
But the trial is streaming live on YouTube, which is cool. And I don't know. Should I? Yeah, we'll toss it to all. I mean, this podcast is bigger than Joe Rogan, so it's interesting thing. So leave your comments down below on your thoughts on
Johnny Depp Amber Heard.
Johnny Depp,
And
Amber
comment your
Heard.
favorite Johnny Depp performance.
Yeah,
too.
I want to
Throw
hear
that in
your
there.
favorite Johnny
there you
Depp,
go.
favorite
Good.
Amber
Smart
Heard
guy.
performance
Thank you.
because I've never
Yep.
seen her in a movie ever.
jeez.
So
I don't
give me.
I watched Aquaman, but I don't know what one she was.
Right. I told you she played Dory. Oh, that was Ellen.
Don't
Ellen.
know.
Ellen's another nice one. She's another
Yeah,
peach.
she got
Nice to-
canceled and then just nothing
I'm
happened.
never a big Ellen fan.
Yeah, that'll be great. So leave a comment down below if you want. Obviously, like, comment, share, subscribe. Share the video. Share it around to
Yeah,
everybody.
share, subscribe.
And subscribe, definitely, 100%. And then we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Comment your
good. Sounds
thoughts.
Peace, everybody.
Adios.
I don't know what camera I'm looking at.
Over there. Over there. Or you could hop over here and looking at my personal camera.
You know what, Nick? It doesn't matter. We're all tetrahedrons.
We are. It's just none of this is real.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is real.
We're a ball of energy.
It's what made me want to start a podcast. Was that none of this? It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like forget it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it all. Yeah. No. It's good. Thanks, everybody.
Adios.
Bye. Should we say bye again? We just did it twice. Let's do it again. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.